on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Jones now in motion left. Now it's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And right away he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Herbert following the turnover.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now it's Jackson. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in the football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
In motion left goes Jones. Throwing is Jackson.
a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Returnable here for Davis. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The Chargers at 4-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there.
3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Nice shot. Return it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And Jackson throwing once more. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. After one, it's 9-0. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Jones now in motion left.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. In motion left goes Jones. On 2nd down, Jackson.
That's another one, complete to Mitchell.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing no, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Herbert throwing again. His pass caught at the 4. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Eckler. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled
at the 1.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
And his kick here is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
We changed it.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 3.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Going for it, it's Mitchell. Runs through the contact. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. In motion left, Flowers. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's caught, Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Kappa.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In motion right goes Allen. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Herbert
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Here's Jackson. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
On third down, Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see... To the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Herbert on 1st down now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Herbert back to the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Zay Flowers.
48 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Now Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. Jackson going to keep it running right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Now Jackson on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Jackson to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball. That's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. Fourth down and 8. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining that it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing. The Charger drive about to get going.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Ready.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's 2nd and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Jackson. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers.